Hey Sean, is there an easy way to keep family members from making changes on our computer?
Oh yeah, that's a fun one. Let me show you how to do that.
Doesn't do something. Doing nothing is no longer an option.
All right, so one of the most annoying things is when you go and make changes and you set up some things that you want done on your computer is for somebody to just come along behind you and undo all of those changes that you just made because they don't like them or they don't think that they should be, restricted by them or whatever. And so you just don't want people to make unauthorized changes to your account. Also, just from a best practices in the industry, the guidance is to not run as administrator all day, every day. And so just by doing this, you're removing some significant risk, even if you don't do anything else, by creating a limited user account and using that account day in and day out until you need administrator privileges is going to be key. It's going to help you not expose yourself to risk. So let's say you were to click on a malicious link and that malicious link then launches a browser tab, and that browser tab goes out and downloads an executable. The browser and all of those things that are running, they're running in the context of the user that you're logged in as. Well, if you're logged in as a user with administrator privileges, guess what? That executable, that malicious software is now running in the same context. So you have allowed that malware to run as admin on your computer. So simply by creating an administrator account, you remove that malware if you ever get somebody to click on it or whatever from running as admin. Now they have a tougher job of elevating their privileges to administrator because they're limited to the context of a limited user. And so what we're going to do on Windows is we're going to create a limited user account, and this should be the account that you're using day in and day out to just use and browse the internet and just use your computer. Additionally, by creating a limited user account, people just can't come in and make changes to your computer and do things. So if you have kids and you don't want them installing programs, installing games, and potentially installing malware because they don't even know what they are installing, maybe they're just, they're little hackers and whatever. You want to limit their ability to make changes to your machine. You've invested in this technology. You have hard money in this and you want to protect it. And so we're going to just follow, we're going to create this, we're creating this video so that you can follow along with the guide that we've created for you. Before we proceed any further, I would like you to be aware, if you're not comfortable making these changes, these are going to be administrator level changes. If you're just not comfortable using the guide, using the video walkthrough, please seek some professional help to make these changes. ArkCybr does offer this as part of our Pay It Forward free service. And so if you want to book time with us, these are the changes that we are trained and we're experts to make these changes for you. If you're just concerned about doing this, this could cause, if you don't know what you're doing, you could cause harm to your computer. It could be, irreparable damage done to your computer, and we don't want you to do that. So if you're unsure and you're not, familiar enough, please don't go any further. Please seek the help of a pro and let them do these changes for you. Show them the guide, show them the video walkthrough, show them these things because you want to get this done and you want to get it done right. Just basically starting from the top. This guide is going to walk you through the process of creating a new user account on Windows 10 or 11 with limited privileges. This is perfect for situations like setting up child accounts or restricting access to sensitive data. So before you begin, you're going to want to make sure you're logged into the Windows system with an administrative account. So more than likely you're already in as an administrator, but if you're not, go ahead and get logged in as an administrator and then come back and pick up where we are right now. You're also going to want to have the desired username and password already set for the new user and kind of have that. So if you're going to use, just give it one of your children's names, then, Joe's computer, Jane's computer, whatever, or Joe user, Jane user, whatever. You just kind of want to have the idea of that ready. So if you already have those things and you're ready to go, then we're just going to jump in to step one. So I want you to open the settings, and to open the settings, you're going to click on the Start button, which is the Windows logo in the bottom left corner right here. And then you're going to click on the settings gear, which is right here. And so once you hover over it, the word settings shows up, takes you right to where you need to be. The settings page is going to launch, and going to step 2, Once you do that, you're going to see accounts, and you're going to click on accounts. And once you click on accounts, then from the settings window, you're going to come over here to the left and select family and other users on the left side. When you click that, you'll see this page, the family and other users, and there's an option here to sign in with a Microsoft account, other users, or set up a kiosk. And what we want to do is we want to add someone else to this PC. What this is going to do is it's going to initiate the user account creation process. Once you click that, this is going to try to reach out to Microsoft. But because this computer, this is a virtual machine that I have, I typically detonate malware in it, and so I don't allow it to have access to the internet. So for me, it went right to this screen. But for you, once you click that, if you look at the guide, it's going to ask you, you'll see a window that's going to say, how will this person sign in? And you're going to choose the little blue link at the bottom. It's going to say, I don't have this person's sign-in information. This option is going to allow you to create a local account without a Microsoft account. And so that, my computer took me right to this, but you're going to need to click on, if you see the window, I don't have this person's sign-in information. Once you click that, it's going to take to select, you're going to see another window, and you're going to, step 5, select add a user without a Microsoft account. This is going to ensure the new user doesn't have access to any online features associated with Microsoft accounts, because they don't necessarily need that for what you're going to do. Once you click that, step 6, it's going to take you to the who's going to use this PC and password options. So you should have already thought of and have the username. So we're just going to say limited user for our purposes. And the password, we're just going to make it change me. Change me, you're going to put it in twice. But you want to definitely use a password that's way more secure. So you're going to want to set up the security questions. This can be helpful for recovering the password if you have forgotten it. So I'm just going to put in random answers here. So, and we're going to hit next. And now you notice there is a limited user right here. And so once you've done that, this is what you're going to log into this machine from now on. And so that's how simple it is to create a limited account. Now, I'm still logged in as the administrator. So if I come over here to user and I click that, the options that were there before were sign out, lock, and change account settings. But now the choice for limited user is right here. So if I click limited user, it's going to take me out of the main user and put me into where I can log into the limited user account. So change me. Once I'm logged in, since it's a brand new account, it's going to run through the Windows setup where they get everything ready for you, prepare your documents folders, your desktop, all that stuff. And it should only take a second or several minutes. All right, so I like to turn all of this tracking stuff off personally, but you can choose whatever you want. So here's the limited users desktop right now. And so if you followed our other guide on how to set your safer internet experience, we're just going to run into there. Let's see if we can make any changes. So here's our wired connection. I'm going to right click on it and go to properties. I need to know the administrator password. I can't make any changes without that administrator password. So this is now preventing me from undoing the DNS settings and making changes to this computer. So if I look at the status and I want to see the details, oh no, I'm forced to use Cloudflare's clean browsing option as my DNS. I can't now come in here and make any changes to this computer without administrator permissions. As an additional note, back to the guide, you can create multiple limited user accounts for different purposes. You want to also maybe consider enabling parental controls. If you haven't followed our other guide on how to simply make browsing the internet safer, that's where all of these changes were set, and they add additional parental control layers. Educate your new user about their account. If it's your account, then consider yourself educated, and remember to also talk to them about responsible computer usage. By following these steps and keeping the additional notes in mind, you can easily create more limited user accounts if you need them. You may just let everybody use one single limited user account. Just depends on what you're after. But this is another simple way to protect your devices from unintended changes, unintended installs, and potentially other risks. So hope you enjoyed this, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.